Testing, testing. I think we're about ready to go. I should mention it in Discord for the class. Let's see if we can get this. See if we can get this party started. Okay, there I am. So we got me. All right. For everyone in this class, I will save the VOD. For those of you who can make it, I know I'm only playing 4 or 5 levels. For just those who volunteered and wanted their levels played. So this is a low-key event. Let me message Discord and then we'll get started. But I think we're about ready to go. All right, here we go. Let me get rid of some of this. No timers. Starting soon is gone. We'll get rid of this too. So we can get started playing some levels. I'm gonna shrink myself down into oblivion here. We'll just put me in the corner. Put Professor in the corner. And if I may, I'm gonna grab a controller here because life is better with a controller. First of all, is audio sounding okay? Let me test my computer audio, make sure we have some audio coming through. Looks like it's working okay. Fow, hey, how's it going? All right, here we go. So, for anyone hopping in, hopefully it's mainly my students. Hopefully you're all hopping in. We just finished up a project in the level design class. And at the end of each level, I have this philosophy. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. But in my level design course, my students make a lot of levels. They iterate, they adjust, and then they finally submit those as a project for grading ultimately. But I'm a firm believer, as I say, that games shouldn't be just submitted. They should be played. It's this weird thing. Games should be played. And they should be enjoyed for the pieces of art they are, the artwork they are. So my students are just all about to go on fall break. And so this last class, we just finished a lecture on core mechanics and 2D level design as they begin to forget everything that I've told them today and enjoy their fall break. So to kick off the second half of class, we're going to play a few of the volunteers. Some of the students have asked to have their levels played live. So this is a chance for them to get extra feedback. But just so everybody's aware, my expectation isn't that you will continue to rework those, although you can always resubmit them. So my folks says, no worries, we shall forget. I know you will. And no worries, I'm not offended. We're going to play the levels. I would love it if everybody in the audience, especially my students, would just feel free to shoot out your thoughts. Because a lot of these times, even though these students have submitted these projects already, that feedback is always helpful. And so one of the things, just to give a reiteration of what this assignment was, it was a location study where each student went to a specific location, either in Utah, to like one of the museums or a laser tag place or the Red Butte Gardens, and they made a list and researched what made that location unique. And then they used that as inspiration to draw up some 2D top-down maps and then build out some levels in 3D using Unreal Engine, with the idea that the only core mechanic that is available to them is walking. So it's meant to make an interesting level where you're just walking through it. In Blockout, I don't allow them to use textures or any assets from like an asset store. The idea is that this is a kind of true to the idea of gray boxing or block meshing or whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, we're going to kick off these levels. These were worked on for a couple of weeks, and I have anonymized the names on purpose. But if you did make the level, feel free to make some comments about it. Just know that we don't use real names on Twitch. That's not just a school thing. It's a general life advice thing. Don't use your real names on the internet in public access because things can happen. Okay, enough said. Okay, so we're going to check out this first one. Level number 1. My project 2. Hit allow on that. There we go. All right, so we're starting in this dark area here. Interesting, so the lights moved. I'm not sure that was intentional. So I'm drawn to look up there. Oh, fascinating. See a skybox up top. And I walk towards the light. There's not really anywhere to go. But behind me is a doorway. They've used a light to kind of address where to go. And there's a nice window up top that obviously is not reachable, but shows some precarious stairwells. So I get this idea that I'm supposed to be moving up. I would love to see a little bit more medium level block out definition in here. Right now, my assumption is this is like a cave, but then there are man-made structures like that. Some really cool pathing up there that may gate me later, but I would love an idea of what this location is. So let's walk through the door. Okay. And there is a stop off everywhere. So we're going to get some verticality with the stairs. I like the landings of the stairs. It's always a good idea to place like a landing up at the top, kind of like you would have in real life. It's interesting that this stairwell comes halfway through the landing. You wouldn't see that normally in everyday architecture, which is interesting. And once again, some kind of medium block out, like even putting some like pillars along the walls, some indication of windows or what kind of space this would be. Even if it was a dungeon, it might have like some support beams just coming up, would really add to the definition and vibe of this level. You can even, if with the lights, you can even block out some like sconces. This is once again an unusual pathing area. Usually there's a landing up top for the player to walk out onto and then to make it left or right. This would not pass code, which maybe it's meant to feel like that. This is interesting. So kind of some desks and block out chairs, I'm assuming. Another doorway that's kind of hard to read over here, but this should take me, aha. So this, if I'm just walking, takes me out onto a pillar. And this is a nice gate right here, or a nice valve. If I hop on this, I can't get back up, theoretically. So we're going to hop off that and continue, led me nicely to another set of stairs. We'll take this one up. Looks like we can't go that way. We'll move on through here. Another section of platforming. I do like the reuse of space. It looks like I could have made a choice one way or the other. Okay, kind of a hidden doorway down there. It looks like, did they both end up over here? I'm not sure. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's take this up here and check it out. We made it to the goal, I think. Willow says, this is my level. I definitely started to hit some entity level as you added more detail. So that's interesting. It doesn't seem like there was a ton of entities in it. So we could look at maybe, one of the things I might do in the future is actually ask my students to use a scalable 3D or a for mobile kind of scalable 3D instead of high resolution levels, high detail. Then it will cut out all the extra rendering and stuff that will cause issues, because you should be able to use quite a bit. I would love to be able to like see off of these ledges to kind of see around. I understand if you're blocking me in on purpose, if you're doing that, you may want to add like something kind of standing up on those. I understand the entity limit issues, but I do like this kind of finale boss thing, which was a surprise, right? There was no indicator of it at the beginning of the level. But Willow 1F, awesome level. Okay, we will move on to the next. All right, little shout out to the University of Utah, top 50 public university, number 3 in video game design, by the way. That's number 1 in public schools for video game design. So kind of a big deal, All right. On to level number 2. Willow Wolf, you are more than welcome for the feedback, my friend. All right, awesome job. Level number 2. Yeah, at this point in the game, we're just saying job well done. So I'm trying to keep the feedback light, but take it for what it's worth if you ever wanted to go back, and there's always iteration that can be done. Okay, level design BSP. Allow access. I always have to click that and hope it goes away. And it did. Oh, fascinating. So this is interesting. So first off, when you set the player into position, you can rotate him. So whatever direction he will start in the game will focus the camera on whatever that is. And right now I'm kind of looking at the corner of a big cube, which I'm not going to lie, is not as interesting as if you had started me here and really guided my eyeballs there. Or even from behind that, right? So you have some great landmarks in here. You could even add some windows or something to give the eyeball some ideas to look up. And it would be cool if there was something on top of that. Right now, this is a great block out. I wish there was some more medium detail and smaller detail in here. Nice use of the exploding coins. Always a classic. Okay, and we're going to run straight up here. And, oh, I can't get through. It almost looks like I can. And I kind of really want to. What is behind there? I can't, I'm not supposed to jump. So I'm really blocked out. It seems like there's an indicator of something behind there. Now I kind of want to look around. So right off, if it's any kind of feedback, I'm very intrigued by what's behind door number 1, and for good reason. I wonder why, what is this? Interesting. Interesting. Already I'm looking at what this is. If you notice, even just placing something right here makes me ask questions. So it's kind of pointing this way. Is there a hidden door? No. So I feel like I'm taking the long way around. So there's a lot of uncertainty. There are no coins leading me around here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but I kind of got the idea that there was something in there, and there isn't around here. So my gut reaction is that I've taken the wrong path. I've taken the wrong path, and I should have gone to the left instead. No way up. This big castle, there's platforming up there, or some windows is what we call them. Would like to see some more detail. If you even blocked out some trees, set them off on the side to like block me in, like those trees over there. Something to encase this world in would make all the difference and make it feel so much more robust, as it were. But already this is really cool. I like the yellow platforms to get me across here. Some of those beautiful coin pickups. And we will walk through. Okay, so we got that one. So what else is around here? You need to resend it. LOL. Yeah, it seems like I'm missing something. I feel like I wanted to be in that big castle. So narratively, I was set at that starting point and given 2 options to go. It seems like there's some backtracking involved. I almost wonder if the character was set. Oh, I didn't go inside the building even. No, yeah, I did. Even if maybe the main character was set like this. See, that would have been a cool... You could start me right here in the level, and it would just focus my eyeballs straight to the goal, which is, I'm assuming, that green gentleman up there in that building. But that is it. No, you're all good. I'm just saying, I'm just giving a few bits of advice. That you've got a lot of great stuff to work with here. It's a great starting point. All right, so it looks like I made it through that one. All right, on to level number 3. Or project number 3. All right, this is called, okay, so there are 2 files. One was basic textures, one is window no editor. I believe I was asked to play Windows no editor, so we're gonna do that one. All right, hold on, I've gotta make sure I hit this allow access, that pesky allow access button. Okay, find all 6 colored orbs. Okay, so we're set here at the starting point. Once again, some minor details to kind of set the tone here, but we'll go for it. Okay, I don't think that's a colored orb. I think that is just a coin to lead me around, so there must be some orbs to find. I like the challenge. So we have these little pickups. All right, so there's one colored orb. Success. So no counter though, but that's fine. Got one. We'll count it in my mind. And of course, the delicious coins. The nice thing about the coins is now I know where I've been. If there's a new coin to go after, then I know where I need to go. They're kind of showing me around. So deciding where to go now. We're going to follow the coins. We're going to look for another colored orb. Ah, we found number 2. The blue orb is now completed. I do like the circular shapes and then the 90-degree angles. Once again, this is great for the big detail. Would love some smaller detail throughout. This looks like, okay, some stairs there. All right, all right, all right. So I'm guessing once I've collected the coins, I know I've been in this area. Have not been in this section before. It's got to be an orb in here. Where's my orb? Okay, we got to get the coin so I know I've been here. If I were an orb, where would I be hiding? Each section has a color. Blue check. Was there one in here? Nope, no orb. This seems like an orb spot. There's a red, but we got the red one, right? So I feel like there are those nice colored landmarks. Okay, here's purple. So that's 3 of 6. But I do feel like, I don't know. I think I'm trying to figure out what you can do. There's a number of things you could do. You could place like some objects with some of those same blue or yellow or orange colors within those spaces to give some variation to make it feel like you're progressing. And so color coding kind of these spaces would help a lot. As is, there's so many similar rooms that I'm not seeing like the variety that we talked about earlier today to kind of differentiate these. And you see, there's the red one again. So I think I'm backtracking. There's blue, and we got the blue. We got the purple, and I see an LOL. That kind of means maybe I missed something. Oh, snap. See what I did there? I'm awesome. I broke your level. Let's see if there's a Z reset. Nope. I shouldn't have been intrigued by the under the stairs section, but I was. Okay, we'll try it again. So there's yellow, there's green. Find all 6 orbs. Geo brushes will get you every time. You're always welcome to use static meshes. Okay, so there was the red. Okay, if we're looking around, okay, there's that direction. This time I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to run straight through the center. See if I can find some of these. Okay, don't do that. I've done that. I've made that mistake before. Okay, I don't think there are any on the outside, so I'm going to stick to the inside. Yeah, so this kind of situation with this, interesting. I would just stick some geometry in there. If you're using negative brushes, then maybe you can convert to static mesh. Okay, there's the purple one. Kind of an interesting spot inside there. Raider Gundam says some small assets at certain places in the maze can really help the player to locate themselves. Yep. So do something to make it feel kind of unique. So that's where I came in. But yeah, it's setting some objects that kind of you'll continually come across. And remember, I did see the green orb over there. So I feel like success is going to be mine. So I've got purple, I've got red. We need to find the blue one now. Okay, not that way. Green up there. Okay, there's another one where I do not want to enter. That's a bad walk. Okay, so I've been through here. I'm assuming by the lack of coins. I'm trying to get coins everywhere I've been. Another spot that I could fall through there, which is fine. Okay, let's head down. Where are you? Okay, coins in here. Do I have what it takes? Blue, yellow, and OJs. OJ. Okay, so I think I've been up here. Been through there. Let's peek around. Okay, I've not been over there. Cheating. Boom. Got ya. Got ya. Okay, let's go through here. It's got to be one in here. No? No? Not over here? There we go. Orange. Orange. Okay, we're going to cheat and get it. We're going to jump up even though I'm not supposed to. Let's get these coins. Okay, we've been through here. We have not been through there, though. Okay, I haven't been through here. Look around. Wade says this level needs a good MIP map or a mini map. Yeah, memory or a mini map. Yeah, something to indicate like where you've gone. The general idea of it's really good, but this is something you could really iterate. I think there's several things you could do. There's the blue. For anyone watching, for this class, the coin pickups found in these levels are the first kind of blueprint lesson for the class. We'll be expanding on that as we go. And some of my students, I'm just while I'm doing a think aloud here, have asked like, why don't we just do a Udemy course on blueprints and game design? And the reason for that is this class is more of a spatial interaction than a how to blueprint class. So while blueprinting and setting up a situation is incredibly important, I think Udemy courses are very valuable in teaching you a step-by-step process to get through something. But this class is really to make students think critically about design decisions and theirs. So through the act of creating something that didn't exist before, I think is such a valuable tool than checking off a box and saying you completed a Udemy course. So my answer to that would be, I think in the future in trad games and some other classes, I actually require students to do a Udemy course on the side. For this one, I don't, because I want students to just spend their time playing with the space, designing levels, and not spend their entire semester trying to debug visual coding, if that makes sense. So I'm not finding the last one, so I'm lost a little bit. So it would be interesting. The things you could do, I would actually love to see in a level like this was that someone mentioned adding those smaller assets. If you made some other assets with those colors, so you're almost cookie crumbing the player to those orbs of the different color, like even given those hints as you get closer, maybe they're more of that colored asset. That would actually be a cool way to avoid a mini map or avoid direction. Is this, you have this feeling of hot and cold as you start to get to more purple items. Those will be more obvious and present as you move away from the yellow orb. It becomes more obvious and present, which would be a really cool way to lead the player and add a lot of visual interest to this level as well. But overall, I think the bones are really cool, if that makes sense. But that would be one of my kind of hot takes. I don't feel like I'm on the right track, and I don't feel like I'm gonna find it. I feel like I've collected all the coins. I'm lost. There's another coin. Lost and alone and afraid. There. Well, we have more coins, so I'll search out some of these coins. See any coins that way? I just came from that way. There are coins this way. The one by the green pillar. Okay. We'll head to the green pillar. Let's head up the stairs. I saw some coins up there. And I think I've been doing a lot of backtracking over the same areas multiple times because I'm kind of lost. Okay, so the green pillar is, I think, over here. So I'm going to go out through this door again. No, I can't. I'm blocked. Okay. How about this way? Can I get through here and turn right? Not really. Let's try this. Let's go towards the green pillar then from here. There we go. Let's shoot straight for the green pillar. No! I'm stuck again. It's not over there, not down there. I'm gonna hop down. Okay, there's some more coins. It's not over here. Okay, wait, is this the entry? Is this where I came in? No. Yeah, it is. Okay. I lost at your level. Okay, we're gonna move on. Very cool. Hopefully that was some good feedback on that one. That was level 3. On to level 4. Oh, it didn't ask you. Oh, this is a cool one. Oh, nice. I love the clouds. I love the aesthetic. The moving water is incredibly enticing. Good use of placing these orbs on the side here around the edges. This has a really good feeling to it. I know exactly where to go. I wouldn't mind just a little bit more detail. Even maybe, ooh, I like the sound getting me up through here. I like the use of the cube instead of the coin. It actually feels very unique and interesting. So we've got some pillars over there. You put some a little bit of up and down movement on the water, which is an amazingly nice touch. That one does not have any orbs to collect, and you see I'm blocked on that path there. So it indicates that I should go this way. This looks like maybe Red Butte Garden. Has a really great feel to it. They've got a garden section over here. Lots of room to explore. The breadcrumbing is really nice. See where the water would go over to the side. Really cool feel. Oh, folks said if I would have turned right instead of left, isn't that what happens? This is nice. Really nice use of breadcrumbing leading me along. You've got like a house sitting here. So I want to explore that. Lots of room for exploration here. For the chat, what kind of game could you see this being? There was a garden originally. I just want to check and see if I can go into the house. Looks like it's just there aesthetically. I'm going to follow the pathing here. I'm trying to think what I like. Kind of like the other ones. I'd love to feel like a little bit of enclosure in this space. Or at least if it was floating, if the idea that this is a floating kind of island, if you even blocked out some small little islands off in the distance, would make it kind of, once again, kind of enclose it in the world. So we're going to make our way up here. So it looks like I can climb there. So that's another good use of breadcrumb. Notice telling me that I can make it up that thick ramp. Cool water coming down. Scruffy says it kind of reminds me of a Mario Odyssey type of game. I can see that. All right, this is the hike, which is a pretty steep incline. I think you could use some some platforms and lower the grade, but it's okay. I like the doorway here. We talked about doorways in class. It does make you want to walk right through it, and that little pickup does help. This is really cool up here. I like the big tree. And once again, that's a really good point of interest that makes you want to walk towards it. And just because we weren't able to go into any other houses, I'm assuming we can't hear. And oh, how cool is that? It's kind of deceptive. It looks like it's standing up straight from that side. But then as you walk through it, you can walk into it. Reminds me a little bit of Superliminal. Some of those eye tricks there. Because look, from over here, coming up here, it totally looks like it's just standing straight up. That's pretty cool. It would actually be really dang cool now if you did kind of a play on this, and once you come up, some path opens up behind it, or you have some super secret thing there that you would never know if you didn't walk up to the tree. because it looks like it's standing straight up. Really cool puzzle idea there. I like that. And here we have a repetition of that shape to come up here. I'm assuming, okay, you walk around that. And yeah, this is where the breadcrumbing really comes in, kind of really shows the player like where to go. This is a little awkward with this kind of pushing you off to the side. But we're going to do it. We're going to make it. We're going to make our way. So the question is, can I walk on this? Can I walk on this? Oh, snap. I can. I can indeed. So I'm going to get all of my little bright cubes leading me right around. Still wondering what this is up here. Someone said they resent their game. Yeah, if we have time, I will play it again. Scruffy says if I have time at the end of the class, I just resubmitted my level. If you submit it to Canvas, I can pause it and grab it. Just send me a private message on Discord so I know your name so I can look for you. If you wouldn't mind. In fact, any of you that want me to replay your level, send me a private Discord because I don't always remember who you are on Twitch chat. This is cool. Does that mean I won? Kicked off some music at the end? Nice. Extra points for that. That was really fun. Okay. Some really brief feedback. I love that little musical notation at the end. Oh, was I supposed to turn? Did I mess it up? Oh, I apologize. I missed something. Snap, dude. I'm so sorry. Can you tell me what happened? we weighed. I apologize. Oh, for Pete's sake. I mess everything up. We wait. If I can hurry and run through it at the end after we played, remind me. We'll get through all these other levels. We've got a little bit of time. Here we go. DC Real World BSP. I will like it. Well, I have to do it now. Okay, let me allow access. All right, Urson, third person. Okay, here we go. So this level, right out, very yellow. I like it. The blue landmark kind of gives me a direction to go for. Always feels good when you have exploding coins. It's kind of like, okay, so I've got two choices here. Which shall I take? I'm gonna go right. So it seems like you're telling me this is an exploration world where I'm supposed to go either way. I'm assuming, because they were kind of identical. Okay, I like that. That's kind of cool. That little drop down there makes it interesting. It's always more interesting, like even these boxes, how they break up the pathing here. I'm about to hear a lot of exploding. So are you. Okay. So what? Oh, there's a counter too. 28. Okay, I noticed the little counter up at the top. So there are still 27 of these. Okay, this is cool. Oh, secret path. So I should get that one last, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get that one last and see what happens. I like the verticality here. I'm trying to figure out what location this would have been. My guess is the Natural History Museum. Am I correct in that? Okay, a little valve. Okay, little stairwell there. How many do I have? 20, 19. It's counting down. Another little drop. Once again, you've got the yellow and the color. I would love some color changes in here. And once again, some small detail to give me some idea of what this area is. So this is where I started. So I just came back around. And you can always break up these walls. I'm wondering, is this just, these are just these big flat spaced walls, even throwing up, like duplicating like a door or something that even if it doesn't open, some pillars on the side, anything to break up the shapes and give it a little bit more life would help a lot. But I would love to see some different colors throughout this. But it's cool. Okay, let's see. How many 12, 11. I want to go for the blue one last. I definitely feel like I know where to go because of the blue tower, which is a helpful landmark. Yes, we're gonna get 100% completion on this one. We got 9. Oops. 8. 7. 6. Did I miss any? Yes, there's one over there. We're gonna jump. I know I shouldn't, but I did. And which way? I think I have 6 left. So I don't know where to go now. Scruffy said they just sent me a DM on Discord. Perfect. We'll get your level in just a moment. Okay, so I am not sure where to go for the final one. So I'm going to stand here precariously and ask you, is there an event that kicks off if I get them all? What happens? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump down. I'm going to jump down the pit. Boom. We did it. We did it. That's the end. Very cool. Awesome level. Once again, hopefully that little bit of feedback helps. Cotton Canby, gave a frowny face. Himuro Kiri sent me a friend request on Discord. And I can friend you. I didn't realize that I had these archaic rules for sending DMs. Okay, so that was level 5. So level 6, this is the last one, and then I will take a tiny little break, download some of the other ones, and we'll play those who still wanted me to play an update or that Mario Odyssey looking level. We'll go find what I missed, because I missed something important there. This one's called Top Down 3100. Allow. Thank you very much. Okay. This is cool. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at these chairs. This is what I'm talking about, my friends. Look at these. They look like I could sit on them, and they're made of 4 cubes. 4 freaking cubes, 2 colors. Beautiful. Right off the bat, I'm blown away. Painting. I love that. I love that block out style. This looks like the wrong way to go. I actually kind of adore this. I'm wondering what you could add there to give this sense of if you had like maybe some broken pieces out there that you couldn't step off to, kind of like this is like some alternate reality where this world is hovering there. You always have to figure out what the story is just with broken little bits, but that is beautiful. I love it that you can sit here and watch this fountain. You've got this window here that really tells you what's on the other side, gives you a lot to look at. Some rubble. What window with the balcony in view? That is beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go find that balcony. Here you've got a painting. I like how the G is outside of the painting, kind of spilled off. These houseplants are fantastic. Fantastic, my friend. Beautiful doorways there. Nice use of colors. Here's the locker. Okay. Oh, okay. What are these? Are these showers? Okay. You can kind of wear a cone head. This is nitpicky. Showers could be a little bit higher, but the idea is there, so it works. Okay, so lockers and shower. Quintessential spiral staircase. No level would be the same without a spiral staircase. All my students have to give those to me. Raider Gundam says, I'm really focusing just on the inner room, so I didn't have time to make any outside environment. I hear you. Totally acceptable. Because you put so much detail on the interior. It's beautiful. This stuff makes me wonder if I'm a small child. So adjusting this to the correct height. This is why we do blockouts and adjust. I do like that you made this entryway to the bathtub. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Look at that. Check this out. Swimming pool. This is that balcony we're looking at earlier. I love it so much. I love it so much. We've got to get down there. We've got to get down there and check it out. The VIP room. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in this level I'd say would be the scaling. I would be like probably the happiest person on the planet if design-wise you could humor me and make something other than spiral staircases. But beautiful setup right off the bat. Placing the player in there in that room where you're looking over this entryway here was just a nice setup. And the fact that I can swim too. These chairs are great, great sit down area. Paintings are fantastic. Locker room, beautiful block out text. It definitely feels good. Really, this is what I'm talking about when it feels like a location, right? You've added just enough detail that I can tell where it is. Now the critique would then be size and scaling, changing things to make them feel like the right kind of shape. And if you wanted to, I know there's some controversy. We had some serious controversy in class about the surprise coin pickup assignment that I rudely extended the week before the assignment was due. Definitely that feedback has been taken to heart. But having some kind of breadcrumbing with those pickups would be pretty cool to make the way through here. And I also wonder what kind of pickups could you create if it wasn't the coin. We saw the cubes in the other one. What it could be. Raider Gundam, great job. Raider Gundam. Okay, nice level. Definitely one of the top. Okay, so those were the 6 levels that I got. Hopefully everybody has messaged me on the DMs. I'm going to, here's what we're going to do. I'll just hang out with you all for a minute, but I'm going to hurry and download those. If anyone has any questions or anything to chat about, remember this is a public forum, so never mind, forget that. So there is a number 7 there, but there's nothing in it. So I'll show you. It's empty. That's where I'm going to put the next levels. Some of you had sent me a new level. So let's put up that to hide what's going on. And just so everyone knows what class it is, I'm going to throw that up there as well. Okay, so let's see who DM'd me on the old Discord. All right, Scruffy, we're working on Scruffy. All right. All right, Scruffy, we're downloading yours. And then who else? And if anyone else could pop in and tell me, D Hutch, I sent you a DM. I could not download your Google Drive link. So if you can post me one that works, I can do that. But it did not work for me. I didn't have access to it. You cannot pass the friend quest. You're in. Can you just remind me in the level design channel who you are, and I'll check it before I wreck it. All right. So D Hutch, we're gonna check yours out. There you are. There you are. Yeah, I don't have. I can download your older build if that works, or if you can send me a new drive link. But we do have Scruffies. So I'll try and get whatever the last ones we're going to play. Oh, the file and the link are the same. So just grab the canvas file. Okay. On it, my friend, on it. Okay. Okay, accepted. Okay, so I accepted your friend request. So if you message me, I should be able to grab your file too. But dhutch, I've got yours. I'm adding it. All right, Scruffy. Scruffy has some some good chat feedback here, I think. Because mine is a laser tag arena, I was trying to play with fog, but ultimately decided not to because it kind of drowned out the emissive material. At some point, I might want to go back and figure out how to get fog and lighting to behave in a decent way because I think that sort of light haze. Yeah, definitely play with that stuff is fun, but sometimes it takes a while to get it right. Okay, so so we have Scruffy and we have dhutch. Trying to get this last student. If they will just DM me. I made friends with you, so I should be able to see. I'll send the file here. Okay, sorry. Okay. Himuro Kiri, I'm grabbing your level off of Canvas. It's always easier to get up on Canvas. I'm using a 2 PC setup. So my Discord is not on there. Partly it helps me keep everything private. So hopefully, heaven forbid, I don't show private information on online. Could happen though. Always have to double check. There we go. All right, Himuru, I gotcha. We're downloading. How did I not see that? Did I not play your level? I swear. Fair enough, though. All right, number 9. Okay, I think we're about ready to resume. We've just got a couple more. Okay, and then I can always come back. We had one more that okay, let me make sure this is, there we go. There we go. Okay, so let's grab these. Get rid of some of these. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So number 7 is up. Here we go. Third pass level. Top-down map white box is what it's called. I like the name. Allow access. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got these cool coins leading you from obscurity and darkness into color and brightness. Okay, there's a coin back here. Got it. I like the little sound it made. This is interesting. Okay, so I can't walk around here. There are these like almost felt like I could push that. Some weird camera issues coming. Okay, so we're just gonna follow the coins, breadcrumb into this awesome world. This is cool. For anyone watching, I know the answer to this, but what kind of environment does this feel like? Scruffy, I love the damage you put on the corner of those. That really, really creates a lot of visual interest and really makes you want to look around that down to these sections. Very cool to run through here. I like the variation in color. Tons of small detail. This is pretty rad. You can see where this doorway at one point had these blockers on it, but somebody had already busted it out, which leads to this gray area, which seems like it's outside of the playing field, to something unique and secret. And you fall back down in. Cool. Into the orange land. Really nice job on this. To give you a little bit of feedback, I'd love to hear what the rest of the world thinks. D Hutch says, looking for, love the color arrangement. Really nice. So, after running down through this, I don't have any complaints of the small detail. It does feel like a laser tag arena. You've added a lot of unique detail here, like these boxes, these structures running up here. I can definitely see like this being a sniping area. So here's my feedback, and this goes into this being a specific location study. And we talked about this in class, actually. This, like, laser tag arenas are generally put inside a physical structure. Physical structures in the real world cost a lot of money. And I think if a lot of these laser tag companies had their way, they would probably go larger if they could. And I'm feeling that in here. It feels just a little bit cramped. And now I'm wondering what it would feel like, and I don't have the answer. If this were, how would it feel if it was 25% bigger, just spaced out 25% more space? How would it feel if it was 50% bigger? What is that sweet spot? Right now, it just feels a little bit cramped. The space does, but maybe that would play well if you were playing against other players and shooting at each other. How would a cramped space feel versus one that had a little bit more space to it, right? So that's something to play, to toy around and think about. But already this feels very, very narrow. That being said, beautiful job. The color variation is fantastic. Has a really great feel to it and really well done. The attention to detail up here is really cool. Beautiful level. Okay, this was the door to the other side. Okay, this is the waiting room, right? It'd be interesting if that was more lit. Actually would be cool. I know this would take more coding than we've even talked about in class, but if you did have a light in here at the beginning and maybe after a few seconds it turned off and then you just saw this visible thing, that would kind of paint that narrative of, okay, now it's time to move forward, which is neither here nor there, but you can definitely see the other team's side where they would hide and wait until it was time to go, till they got the green light. And all these cool little coin pickups. Scruffy, awesome level. Awesome level. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, let's move on. Let's proceed. Okay, here we go. So that was number 8, level number 9. Build number 2, as it's called in the real world. Scruffy says it was lit more in engine, so I guess the lighting build was a bit weird. The monitors will always play different. So usually in industry, especially when you're getting ready to ship the game, it's not uncommon for especially the environment and the lighting artists they will actually have a stand with like 5 or 6 different brands of TVs. Like they'll have the Sony and the LG and the different plasma and flat screens, and every one of them will look the game will look completely different. It'll look washed out in some, it will look too dark in others. And so they'll kind of have every single TV monitor up there so they can kind of shoot for that middle ground where it'll look good on all of them. D Hutch says, please forgive the lack of color. I forgive you, my friend. I love the pickup. The sword. Please tell me I get a sword when I grab it. Oh, I heard it. I heard the sword. You had the sword sound. So that's great. I like the scaffolding here on the side. It's a nice use of textures that I can still see through. Still feel like I'm in the middle of space. This is awesome, this gateway to walk through here. Beautiful. Oh, and I get a shield. I love it. This feels like yes. Nice use on the sounds. It's telling a narrative. I'm getting weapons and shields. I dig it. I dig it. Okay. I could go up for that shield floating up there. I've got 3 choices here. They all look the same. So when you talk about the lack of color, there are like a couple things you could do. Really adding a little color to those choices would be huge. I notice all your lights are kind of that red color, but if you had maybe a different color light or something, or even different shape languages on each of these choices, might entice me differently. But I'm just going to take one of them. I'm assuming that's what you wanted the player to do. Adding some barrels or any kind of different kind of environment like pieces on the side. Once again, this is the feedback for, especially for these assignments, that is given a lot. This is a very good, massive macro structure. You kind of got the big nuts and bolts down, but now how do you guide the player with those small and medium objects that you can repeat throughout? Like you did a good job with the shields. They actually do a great job of showing that this is the way to go. But how can you add the visual interest? Like we're coming up these spiral staircases, which actually make more sense in a castle than anywhere else. So I can't complain about spiral staircases in a castle because that's what they added to them. But even having like placing some sconces, they don't even have to be lit. Some torches on the side would give me a completely different feeling as I walk up there that I'm feeling in a castle. So those lights are interesting. So here's looking back down on the courtyard of all the places I need to go. We're going to run up the stairs. Same with this, breaking it up. Oh, shoot. You tricked me, but I got a sword from it. Nice, dude. I love the portholes. Okay, I fell into the hole. By design, I'm in the dungeon. Some spiky side walls there. Love it. Love it. Okay, and we're going to go up the tube. Okay, we're going to go down the tube, because that's where it was showing me where to go. What happens if I go all the way down the tube? Oh, there's more tubes. So many tubes. Oh, there's the dark tube. That seems like the no-no tube. The walls are definitely too barren. Yeah, a lot of like barren necessities in here. Oh man. So you do a good job with the breadcrumbing and that leading me to more surprise directions. So I just feel like I am just exploring the snot out of this level. Can't get through there. See, this tells a story right here. It's like a guy hit by a cannonball. I can't go down there. Or can I? I don't know. I'm not going to try. We're going to gate it. This overall, my feedback is the layout is really nice. Adding those small details once again to like lead and gather like some extra visual interest for the player. All right, so is this going to lead me back in through? I feel like I need to go right or left. Oh, nope, I'm blocked. Okay, perfect. So I know exactly where to go. Oh, tube. And yes. Oh, this is huge. This level's massive. And I can't, technically I'm not supposed to jump, but we're going to do it anyway. And that would have led me down here to places I couldn't go. Okay. So there was no way to go. So that was just an extra, like maybe boss room, perhaps. And this is going to bring me back to the right or the left. That one looks like no way to go past there. Let's check though. There's a sword shadow. And so take this for what it's worth. I talk to my students all the time when I'm giving feedback. You can always pay attention to what the playtester is saying, but also especially what they don't say. So I've been through that section. And I never went up to the left. I went down to the right before. So I'm assuming this is the way to go. No, yes. Okay, that's a little cramped and narrow. Oh my goodness. Kind of squeezed up there. And my only assumption is you have so much going on that it just kind of got built that way. Okay, oops, fell down after the shield. Definitely a little bit narrow. It has me running into the wall just to stay on. Oh crap, almost fell down again. Oh, look at that. We made it to the surprise. Is that the surprise? Is that the ending? Let's go up to the top. All right, there's my sword and my throne. That's interesting. Really interesting. That is an interesting design just from that. Okay, so I feel like this is the... I feel like winner, winner, chicken dinner right here. I feel like I've completed this level. D. Hutch says, I tried to emulate the design principles I've seen in a ton of MMORPG dungeon and map raids. So, my feedback, the bones are fantastic. Those narrow sections are really interesting. The tubes are so similar. A lot of running through this really narrow tubes. And so I wonder, just my feedback is there a way you can play with the feeling of being constricted and kind of spaces opening up? Like you go through that tube and where you have like those separate little sections, can there be like some breathing type of feel where it's claustrophobic? It gives a little bit of changes the feel of it. Can you change it from like maybe a circle to some of them are kind of etched away in like a cube shape? Playing around with them, those. That is a massive chair. I'm just realizing that, which is fine. This is a chair for giants because I'm just like this little baby running around. But the space felt really fun. I actually had fun running around through it. Now it's just adding those visual details to really make it feel like the environment is leading you on a little bit more. D. Hutch asked me a question. If you were to expand upon this, could I show it to you another time? Absolutely not. You only ever get one chance to make a level in life. And if it's not perfect the first time, you should give up. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, definitely expand on the feedback. Show it to me later. And I would be absolutely thrilled to play it again. Okay. Nice work, everybody. Did we have another one? Let's see, that was level 8. We have level 9 now. Gonna allow some access. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Nice storytelling with the broken bars and the coin enticing me to escape my prison here. Once again, okay, maybe the bed. The bed probably is a good size. I imagine that's kind of waist high to get on that. So if you were getting on that bed, you kind of have to lift your knee up. So maybe a little bit big. The kitchen sink, man, that is massive. And the toilet. The toilet is a jacuzzi. So minor details, but I think scaling these down to the play level. I know usually in Blockout, you kind of get things in really quick. So a lot of times what I'll do is you can, and we'll talk about this in class next time, you can actually export the mannequin or duplicate the mesh, and it's a shower tube. Duplicate the mesh and turn it to a static mesh, and you can move that around your level to play with the size and scale. Use the mannequin, like a dummy mannequin, as kind of a ruler to gauge the right kind of metrics height for the doors and everything. But this is cool. I just escaped. I just blew up. I used one of my exploding coins to smash out of my prison. Let's check in here. And it kind of feels like the player speed's been adjusted a little bit. There's another prison. So I'm in a prison. I love that. What kind of things could you add to these walls and the floors, maybe some doors, to make it feel more blocked out and fleshed out as a prison to keep me moving along, keep the visual interest going? Oh, look. Oh, dude, I love the guy just standing in there. I'm like, hey, friend, I'm on the other side. You're stuck in there. You need to learn how to make exploding coins. And now, like most prisons, they drop down into a dungeon. So this is more of a dungeon than a jail. And the trap door. That's awesome. So I've escaped the trap door, and now I'm finding myself in the castle. This kind of detail is fantastic. Kind of tells the story. The soldiers would be hanging out in this area. But then once again, what is this area here? What is it used for? How does it lead me along? The lights sitting up top are great. The attention to detail there. Come into this courtyard. Has some awesome like trees that have fallen over, kind of blocking that door outside. That works really well. It looks like there's been an attack in here. These broken objects are fantastic. Got that fascinating centerpiece there. We will walk up. Definitely feels like a castle. So we've got two options here. We're going to go to the left. Massive space here. Whenever you have the larger the space, the more you have to fill in with detail. I do like blocking these out. Once again, those feel maybe a little bit large. So this has the opposite effect of like the laser tag place level from a few minutes ago. That one I would like to know how it would feel larger. This one, now I kind of wanted to know what it would feel as like a smaller space. And it could be that there's not enough like applied detail in here to make it feel broken up, like either rugs or something implied on the floor to kind of break up that space and to make it not feel as massive as it is now, because it's cool to have a massive castle. The floating stairs, you need to put some like magical detail on these because these are magic. The only way these could float like this. And this is the thing where I have to kind of close my eyes. I have to squint a little bit because, as I've mentioned before, overuse of staircases makes me throw up. It literally makes me vomit. And I'm not saying that as like a I'm not saying that to be funny or like dramatic. I have come when we were in person at the U, I have come this close to vomiting on during class from too many staircases. It's a curse. It's a curse. The flow of this is really, really fun. I feel like I'm definitely being directed really, really well. I like this moat, this water scene. I can't get over to the other side, but it'd be cool to have like something on the other side to help fill this all, make it all feel enclosed. Okay, that looks like a danger coin to pick up, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. I got it. And here we go. Once again, a huge, large room with not a lot of information to tell like what it is. And we've made it to the tippy top of the castle. I love it. I love it. Okay, and floating cylinder. Okay, I'm assuming that was the end. Really cool level. Really cool level. For everyone watching, these are pretty short iteration levels. A lot of the students, this is their first foray into level design, first foray into Unreal Engine, learning how to use BSPs, static meshes, the coins. I'm blown away. I'm always blown away about how awesome these levels are as we begin and how progressively they get better and better and better as we cover all the minutia and the topics. Really good job. Oh, I can jump down from the front. That's right here, right? Oh, that's rad. Wait, we played this one already. Oh, dude, this is the one I wanted to play. Oh, yeah. You should have like a coin hanging over that edge. Maybe a couple things on the edge to get me to look over. So from here, I could have come out of this door and never have known that any of that was there. So if you'd put like some kind of, even set a coin on a little path or something here so I could come get it. And as soon as I would collect that coin, I'd be like, magic, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff down here. And this would be a cool one to put like the fog or something down there. So it's all enclosed with fog. So it feels like I'm just seeing that green, like right below those green trees. But absolutely, now I'm jumping for it. And I'm going to twirl as I fall because that's the right thing to do and the right time to do it. Very cool. All right, this is far more interesting than when you accidentally started me out here. And now I feel like there's a conclusion. Okay, we're gonna carefully traverse this this thing. I'm not supposed to jump, but I am. 40 coins. 41. We've collected so many beautiful coins. It was an absolute pleasure. And there we go. We did it. We done it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So anyone stick around. That is all the levels we played through it. I know one of them, one of the students said that I totally missed the punchline at the end. Does anyone remember that Mario Galaxy, which level that was? And is that person still here? If you're not still here, we may call it. But if you're here, I'm happy to check it out again. Number 4. Number 4 coming up. A hot number 4. All right. Here we go. I love this level. So I'm gonna, let me ask you this. Wee Wade, do I have to collect all the cubes? Just check the last 10 seconds. No, we're going to run up this thing. Just going to speed run this. We're speed running. We're jumping. We're speed running. Boom, boom. Oh, we don't have to collect them all. Okay. Okay, we're speed running then. This was a fun level. Himuro Kira says, go, go, go. We're doing it. We're speed running it. Trying to do the optimal path. As you're watching these be played, like, be thinking like, okay, how does it feel too flat? Could I play with the elevation? What could I do to make that, to improve upon what I'm seeing here? It's those little additions. Look at that. I can't even jump. It's so steep. For anyone watching, I actually had the rules that you had to be able to walk through the entirety of the level. So there's not really any platforming per se on this. Could I have jumped that? I think I can. I'm worried that I can't walk through that, but I think I can. So I'm going to do it. Yes. Yes. Jeez. This is weird. Walking around that corner there. But we've talked about this. The floating boxes definitely help indicate where I should go. Okay, this was it. So let's see. Oh shoot, almost fell. Scruffy says the classic jumping makes you fast. In some games it does, right? Or rolling. I think I made it through that pretty quick. Okay, here we go. There's another one. I'm curious what I missed. And I'm very eager to find out. We need all of the cubes, the floating cubes, the cubes of destiny. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Was something supposed to happen down here? I dig the music. Oh, it stopped. Look up. Oh, what was that? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Oh, no. Snap, dude. That is awesome. I've got to go check that out. How was I supposed to know that was there? Did that come down? Look at me. Look at me. That's extra bonus points right there. That is extra bonus points. On that note, to everyone in my class, it was so fun playing those levels. Hopefully the feedback was helpful. If you do decide to go on, and it will float up. If you, whoa, did it float up? If you do decide to take that feedback, you can always resubmit. I'm happy to play again. But really enjoyed playing those. And for those that didn't submit their levels to be played, hopefully some of this feedback was helpful for everybody watching. If you want to see some more of this kind of thing, section 1 of this class will be playing their levels tomorrow around 3:40. Or yeah, 3:40 we'll be playing their levels for the hour of class, and there's a good chance we'll be playing some of the, for those of you in Capstone, I'll probably be playing some of the thesis prototypes, possibly tomorrow for any of my students who volunteer to have me give playtest feedback on those too. That is the end of class. We're about 20 minutes early. That's my present for you as you go about your fall break. Go play some games, enjoy your fall break. Try not to worry about any studies or schoolwork. Take that time to refresh, to get that mental break we all need after working so hard at school. Creativity is something that takes a lot of mental energy, honestly. Creating new things, it's always easier to follow a tutorial, but to actually have to problem solve and come up with this stuff from nothing, that takes a lot more mental energy. And so I'm proud of each and every one of you for the progress you've made, and we will see you next week. Scruffy says the plan is to hopefully get back into streaming. You are awesome, Scruffy. So Scruffy, everyone who stopped by, have a fantastic rest of the day. I'm going to actually see if it's entirely possible that the 3D Mentor is streaming, and they're not. So we're just going to end it here. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, you all have a nice break. I'll be thinking of you. I'll be thinking of you while I'm playing Metroid Dread.